but it did not cripple us. It will merely galvanize us. Oaksterdam will survive and thrive, and thank you, Richard, for standing up for all of our rights. Keep contacting your elected officials. Social revolution needs fuel. This happens in voting booths and jury pools. Show up, be active, contact your elected official today. Tell them how you feel. Richard Lee goes before a jury. We better educate those jury pools. Make sure you tell a friend. Thank you so much for being here today. Make your voices heard. Thank you.
I think we got to give Richard a little love. So we have with us today actually an attorney that's representing one of the other targets in this war here in San Francisco. One of the landlords who is a 90-year-old gentleman who has been told that if he allows safe access in his property, he could lose his property. So it is my honor to introduce Eric Sapphire. What a name for an attorney.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me here today. My client has instructed me to let you all know that he has done everything he can to stay within the confines of the San Francisco system, that he has all the permits and complied with all of the requirements of state and local law. And he has complied with the thrust of what the president said when he was elected. And that is that you were within the confines of local law. The federal government would not interfere. Well, today they're interfering. And we will do, and he will do, everything within his power legally to prevent the interference of Eric Holder and Melinda Haig in the safe access for patients to their medicine. Thank you, and may your voices be heard.
Okay, everyone. Right before we're about to head over to the federal building to make sure Melinda hears our voice, we're going to hear from one more patient. Actually, a patient from San Francisco who has also been a leader and is an amazing patient advocate, and that is Pilar Olivias.
Thank you, everybody. I am so honored to be here, and I thank each and every one of you for coming out and supporting this. I wanted to touch on the compassionate part when it comes to medicinal marijuana. I've had several surgeries in my life due to a bone disease, and if you go to a doctor and ask for some help with pain medication, you're immediately labeled as a med seeker. So that's kind of a dead end for a lot of us when it comes to chronic pain. When I go into the dispensaries here, where patients are the ones that are affected, when I go in, I don't get weird stares and I don't get the second guessing. They have so much compassion and they want to help you get better in the most natural way possible. Not only do they provide medicinal marijuana, but they also provide other activities such as restorative yoga and massage. So this is a big deal, and it reaches out further than just legalizing marijuana and the use of medicinal marijuana. So that was my piece that I wanted to say, that compassion is so important to patients, and I have gotten nothing but compassion, care, and help from the dispensaries. Without them, I don't know what I would do. Thank you.
Okay, I was wrong. We have one more patient. One more patient that is actually also an amazing patient advocate. Every city council meeting, every task force, you can see this woman there. It's my honor to introduce Mira Ingram.
The feds are claiming that they're not going after patients, but that they're going after profiteers. But every time they shut down a dispensary, they're shutting down access for thousands of patients who have banded together to work to create their own medicine. An attack on dispensaries is an attack on patients. It's an attack on people who need medicine
to be able to keep their food down and stay healthy, for people who need it to be able to stay out of pain, to function every day, to get out of bed. An attack on patients is an attack on sick and disabled people, and it's horrible that our government is coming in and hurting sick and disabled people and attacking them when all this other stuff is going on in the world, but yet they're focusing on people who are trying to use a medicine to stay alive. The attack on the dispensaries is unethical and unfair.
All right, let's hear it from you. Okay, everyone. So now we are going to go find Melinda Haig's office. If you all come up and get a sign, we're going to let Melinda Haig know what we think about her policies of medical cannabis. So if everyone can line up over here, Stephanie is going to lead us over. We're going to march over to the federal building.
She should be ashamed of herself.